Hi, it's Kathleen from Bailey Academy, mom of 5, homeschooling 3 of them, ages 9, 12, and 16. Although this year they'll be changing me up and mixing me up and I won't even know what ages they are anymore. This is my second video of 2024. I recently came back from a short hiatus, made a video about some health changes in my life. Basically, I have congestive heart failure, but I explained it more in depth in another video, which I'll link below just in case you missed it and you want to know. I also, in that video, also shared our homeschool changes, what things we've changed from what I originally said we were going to do at the beginning of the school year, how we're changing it for January. Our second semester, my grade schoolers don't do semesters. We don't do it that way. My high schooler has a second semester, but it doesn't start till February 5th because here school doesn't start till February. Yes, February. September. I can't talk. So anyways, in that video I had mentioned that my daughter, my high schooler, grade 11, would be doing 5 classes, and because we're supposed to do generally 4 classes one semester, 4 classes the next semester, but she likes to push in the load. So she is doing, I had mentioned she was doing French, anthropology, math, technically geometry specifically, and continuing nature, which she was doing like a half credit class for one semester and half the other semester. And I couldn't think of what the other thing was that she was doing, and that's ASL. She's pretty, well, I don't know if she's fluent in ASL, but she's taught herself since grade 4, and this is her second year doing ASL in school. So she's pretty good at it. So what are we using for those things? So for ASL, we are using AbleLingo this year. It is a website, and you can pay to access one of their courses, or you can pay a flat fee to access all of their courses, in which case you get all of their courses that they add on as well, and for lifetime, I think it is, or is it a year? I'm forgetting at the moment, but basically we received access to AbleLingo to test it out and see if it was for us. So we haven't officially used it for school yet, but my younger daughter, my grade 4, tried it out because she was interested in ASL just on her own. She was starting it out for school. We didn't end up doing it for school, but it's there for anybody who wants to learn ASL, which, I mean, I like learning it too. So it's great because with access to all of the courses, which I would recommend instead of just buying each individual course. First of all, like you said, you get extra courses as they're added, but also they have everything from beginning, like letter alphabets, to more in-depth words and phrases, and so therefore you can use it for your younger child who might be just learning the alphabet in ASL, to your older child who might be more fluent and needs to know more complicated words, or even yourself. So we are giving them a try, and I will get back to you throughout the rest of the year as to how well it worked. So that's AbleLingo. I'll link everything I discussed downstairs, down in the comments. So for French, we are using, it took me a while to figure out what to use for French because she took French throughout grade school when she was in school. She took French in grade 9 in high school. And then since then we've had to do French ourselves. And it's really hard to find French resources that are at her level because the grade school stuff is way too easy. The high school stuff seems way too hard. Unfortunately, her grade school years, they just did the same vocabulary every single year because the rest of the kids never seemed to get it. So it was just over and over and over and over again. So and then they hopped into high school, and all of a sudden we're supposed to know how to conjugate things. So this year we are trying the Complete French Grammar course by Dylan Moreau. We did receive this in exchange for a review as well. We will be reviewing it on the blog and on YouTube as we just see how we like it. But you should know that she has different courses, pronunciation course, conjugation course. This is the grammar course because I felt like that's about where she needed more help. She knows mostly how to conjugate, and she knows lots of vocabulary, but putting it all together into sentences, I mean, she can do a lot of that too, but like I felt like that's where she was at. So this is fairly hefty book. It has 200 exercises with 47 free video lessons and audios to download. So I'm still learning how it works, but basically I'm not sure if you're supposed to read it and then watch the video and audio, or video and audio, or read it after that. But this one specifically covers like simple sentences, pluralizing nouns, subject pronouns, definite articles, present tense. I'm just reading some of the things. And simple stuff like that, but goes into prepositions and adjectives, how to ask questions, and then direct and indirect pronouns, other pronouns, adverbs and conjunctions, and present subjunctive. I can't even say I know what that means in English, so obviously something that I would be interested in finding out in English. So in addition to this book, she also sent us the French short stories book that she recently made. And so this is, each story says is around 250 words with easy to understand, only everyday vocabulary, and includes a vocabulary list, including parts of speech, so if you don't know a word, you can look at it. Multiple choice questions and short answer questions, and free audio to listen to the story for advanced beginners and low intermediates. So each story, this is chapter 14, but is written in French and in English. The highlighted words are the vocabulary that on the next page, it tells you what they are. And then there's multiple choice questions in both French and English, and some short answer questions to make sure that you understood it. So I'm planning to do is have her complete this Monday through Thursday and do one or more of these stories on Fridays. But we'll see how that goes. We may adjust. For anthropology, that's not one I've seen much on YouTube, but it's something she decided she wanted to learn, and so we decided to go with anth101.com. I believe I will link the exact link in the comments. I mean, not the comments, the description. Still not saying it right. But basically it's a free course. It's based off of the, and now of course I'm forgetting the name of the book. I've known the name of the book the whole time, and now that I'm trying to tell you, of course it's completely gone. Whatever, it's the name of a book. Anyways, it sounds awesome, and I've seen it around. You can just buy the book as well. But they have a free copy of it online that you can download, or you can just go buy or borrow the book from the library, however you want to do it. And you watch a video, read that chapter of the book, and do a challenge. Instead of like answering questions, you do a challenge. And it's designed to be an Instagram challenge. So like if you were using it in a classroom, everybody in your class would do something on their Instagram account, either the one they already have, or they can make a new one for the course. And they would do the challenge and post pictures from the challenge on their Instagram account with special hashtag that means your own class, as well as one that shows what other classes are doing. So whether my daughter wants to use her Instagram account that she rarely uses or wants to make a new one, I don't care. We are going to do the Instagram challenges. I think it's cool, and maybe I'll even participate too, so that she can have another classmate. Basically we're going to do the Instagram challenge to show that we've learned what we need to learn from the anthropology, because I love anthropology too, so I would love to read the chapters and watch the videos too. If I get to it. If I don't, I'll at least do the challenge. So that's really cool, and it's all free, and it's all online. So I would definitely check that out if your child might be interested in anthropology. For math, she needs to do geometry, and we did it a little bit out of order. We did Algebra 1, Algebra 2, and now geometry. I can't, the budget doesn't allow for us to buy a curriculum that, is pre-made. So we're going to use Easy Peasy Online School. I used a little bit of their Algebra 2 last year to try to kind of refresh my knowledge of algebra, so when the kids are learning, I would be able to help them out. So she's going to do geometry. It seemed like it worked fairly well, so I'm hoping that it will work well. And she's going to do that in the later afternoon, so that if I need to help her, I'm available, because the younger kids are done sooner. And for nature, we've been using many different resources for nature. Lots of free things I received online. We use the John Muir book, Nature Journaling book, which I'll link below, that you can get for free or a donation, and a bunch of other resources. So I think I talked about her nature class before. If there's a video about it, I'll post it below. If not, if you're interested in a video on what we use for our nature class, I would love to do that if I haven't already. So just let me know if that's interesting to you, and I will get it made. So those are her 5 classes, and she was originally going to be doing clarinet and guitar, but hasn't really had a whole lot of time for that. With her health issues, she's often needs a little afternoon nap, and she worked really hard at her school, so it takes her a long time. Plus, she does morning basket with us, so her day takes a long time. So that's basically her second semester. She's eager to start, and I'm eager to help plan and put things in. Looks like most of her second semester courses are just like do the next thing in her thing, but I do want to add extra stuff. Like, for example, the Able Lingo. I want to add in a book about deaf culture, which she's done before, but she can add in. Or if the French books, you know, maybe I didn't watch a cartoon in French to, you know, throw in something different. But that's the main things that we're going to use. So that's it for now. Like I said, check the not comments, check the description if you want to see links to what we're using. Let me know if your child's taking these classes and what they're using below, or if you want to see a video about any of the stuff that I talked about. That would be, you know, let me know for sure. All right, have a great day. Bye.